Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million bucks, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Whoa, Steve Harvey. In the morning, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yep, trying to make it work too. I'm not trying. I'm getting it. I'm getting it done to the best of my abilities. Now, something funny my father taught me. He said, son, when you've done all you can do, if you've done your absolute best, and you look up and it didn't get the job done, take a deep breath and do some more. That used to bug me, man, when my father used to tell me that. He said, son, when you've done your absolute best and you think you can't do no more, you've done all you can, and it still don't get the job done, take yourself a deep breath and do some more. And you know what? I found that has worked every single time. Every single time. Because what my father knew was that what you think is your breaking point or what you think is your all in all, he says, son, it's just something about it, man. If you just gather yourself, you got a little bit more. Everybody got some more. And I got to be honest with you, it has worked. It has helped me greatly. And, everybody does have some more. I tell that to my sons all the time. Dad, I did my best. Well, let me ask you something else. Could you have done anything else? Could you have studied a little harder? Could you have shown up a little bit earlier? Could you stayed a little bit later? Yeah. Well, then, okay, that's what you should have done then. See, there's always a way. But if you're going to create excuses, if you're going to make them up all the time about why you don't get it done, I have a very, very sad statement for you right now. You're never going to get anything done. You're never going to get to the top. Not to the top. You can get halfway up. Now, you can get a third of the way up. You can get 3/4 of the way up. But if you don't have that little extra reserve in you, you're not getting to the top. The top is only reserved for those that have the wherewithal and the power, the desire, the drive, and the gut-wrenching effort to get to the top. The top is reserved only for the top. It's just the top. There ain't but one top. In the middle done ain't it. The top of the mountain Halfway, it's a different view at the top. Things look different from up top. So if you want to get to the top of whatever, your profession, your field, your career, whatever it is, you got to do extra. You have to do more. More is expected of you. More, but here's what's really crazy. More is required of you. Don't live your life in a lackadaisical state. Don't wake up every day with the feeling of, well, you know, whatever happens, happens. Nah, man, have a say-so in your life. You, first of all, let me ask you something. Who has God? Name the person that God has given authority over you. Name the person. Where is it in Scripture? Where, anywhere, show me anywhere where it says this person has the right over you. This person right here, this one right here, you have to do everything they say and what they say only. Show me that right there. Show me who they're talking about. Certainly, I have not met that person. Now, my parents were great to me, and it was their job to offer me leadership and guidance along the way. But as I grew up, man, I had to go out here and get it on my own. But who is the person? Nobody has domain over you. God didn't create that person. So what you sitting here for, man? What are you sitting here for? Letting people who do not know direct your path. A lot of us get stopped because we worry so much about what people think about us. We worry too much about what people say about us. Why are you worried about all these people with what they got to say about you and all these people with what they got to think about you when here's the news flash? They don't know either. All these people that you overly concerned about, all these people that you go into these answers for, they need answers too. Stop. What are you doing here? Gather yourself for a minute. Here is a solution to all of that. You have one source that will be there for you to the end of time, and that is your relationship with God. That is the one thing that's solid and for sure. He's behind the wall. He's in your jail cell. He rides with you in the police car. He's with you on your job up at the school. He's down there in the board meetings with you. He goes with you when you travel on planes. He sits with you when you're in a relationship. He helps you with your parenting skills. He helps you. He's there to assist you. If you do the right things, he show you and guide you to your next job. When you lose your job and you think it's a wrap, there's some good behind it, man. God is always working on your behalf to those that believe. You just got to believe. He don't ask you for nothing else. Believe in me. That's all he asks you to do. What you tripping for, man? And then when you make the decision to believe in him and it comes out your mouth from time to time somewhere, what you worried about what people say? What you worried about what they think for? Why? Who are they? They need God too. You telling them you found something new, that you gonna give this a shot right here. Now they got some yin yang and some yakety yak to say about that. When they need God too. That's what amazes me, man, about people. Sit up in here, man, be knocking your dream and stuff. Look, if you're an atheist, man, do your thing. Do your thing. But you can't create no laws where I can't do mine. That don't make no sense, man. That makes no sense at all to me. You have the right to go be whatever you want to be. You know, if you don't like the fact that I'm in school, got my head bowed down, and I'm saying a prayer before I take this test, just don't bow your head, don't you pray. But if some kids want to get together, that's some crazy mess. That's what happened in our schools. We took prayer out of schools. Now look at our schools. Our schools, man, you send your child to school, and someone else comes back home. That's a whole nother thing right here. That's not what I want to talk to you about. But I was just throwing it out because, hey, man, your relationship with God is essential to your success as a person. It's essential to your existence. It's essential to where you're trying to go and what you're trying to be because he made you. Why would you not talk to the person that made you to find out what he created you for. I ain't talking about your parents. Who made your parents? This is God. We created in his image. Why would you not talk to your maker to see why you got made? That don't make sense to you? If you're sitting and gotten yourself in a situation, you sitting in a jail cell somewhere, you locked up, you doing some time, man, be a good time for you to reflect. But whatever your situation is, man, God can get you through it. He can give you the strength, the courage, the wherewithal, the understanding, everything you need, the wisdom to get you through anything you're going through. You just got to touch base with him. I need God every single day of my life. And what he's done for me, man, off the chain. But guess what? He'll do the same thing for you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the time. The time is upon us. Morning time. Early morning. Morning time for the show. Shirley Strawberry.
Good morning, Steve.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Carla
sorry,
Farrell.
I was chewing. Good morning, crew. What's up, Steve?
Thank you. Junior.
Morning, Unc.
Jay.
What up, Steve? What's up? What's up? What's up with ya?
Doggy dog.
My. Say it. Yeah, man, I'm here.
What's up, Unc? Fatty, man.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You
Everything
sound good.
good.
You sound rested.
Everything good. Yeah. Got a little rest, you know. Yesterday, I was hurting.
Well, you work hard, Steve. You do. All good, though.
Yeah, you know. I mean, it's what it is. I don't know no other way. I've been trying to come up with something. It ain't happening yet.
Are you still in that eating plan where you eat today and skip tomorrow and then eat Thursday or whatever you do? What is
You
it?
eat
No,
twice a
it's-
week. Is that the one you?
You still on that plan?
He's still on that.
Because Shirley said it ain't working.
We eat every other day.
Every so many out. What is it?
You start at 3 in the morning.
He only eats when there's a full moon. Yeah, he's still on
He's
that.
good, man.
No, I'm going to just let y'all have it. Go ahead.
You know you get mad.
Yeah, y'all
Don't
getting
get
on the
nasty.
nerves.
It don't really bother me. I'm looking at a bunch of people that need to, you know. Oh, now
What?
y'all
We need
mad
what?
now. Oh.
We can take it.
Yeah, we
Unlike you comedians
Well, you know,
who can't take
everybody
a
needs to
joke.
be on some type of program. Hello.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That's how you fight back.
Yeah, you know, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Exactly
But
how
are you,
I
though?
fight.
But are you still on
Are
it?
you still on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called intermittent fasting. And yes, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we were right.
Nah, y'all really, you know.
You fasting.
Hey, Junior. Little man, you need to be careful now.
You was fasting. That's all.
You know, I don't need all that from you.
What are you getting mad at?
Get on over there. Just stay on over there with the little diabetic.
We're the two sickest people in here. We can take a joke.
We can
I'm
take
sure
it.
a healthy man can take a joke. You healthy.
We fine.
We might leave here any minute. You fine. You can't take a joke.
He's never been able to take a joke.
Yeah. I'm sick. I got to eat.
How would Junior do on your diet?
I'm with you,
Steve?
Junior. I can't even stand
Well,
next
you
to
know-
a bottle of syrup. I got diabetes, man.
Yeah. I mean, everybody could do it. You know, it's just a good way to give your system a break. That's all, you know, but,
Okay.
you know, it's.
Well, you look good. I mean, I've been watching your TV show. You look good.
And I've
On
told you
TV
once,
and-
and I'll tell you again. Rich people don't need to be thin, okay? They don't. No one gives a damn.
Is that
See
your
the rich dude at the
philosophy,
pool?
Jay?
The rich dude at the pool got his stomach
if you
out,
fat
boy.
with a boat, who cares?
Boy, he don't care.
All right, coming up at 32 after the hour, guys, inside of something funny, Roscoe Wallace is in the building.
Hell, no.
What?
Oh, Roscoe?
Yeah, he's going to stop
Roscoe.
by. Yeah.
Let's
All right.
go.
Right after this, Roscoe.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, we understand Roscoe's in the building. Can you go get him,
Yeah, let me
please?
go get him.
Yeah. Been a while.
Turn on, baby. I know it. I know what I'm talking about. I'm going in. I'll be right back. See me in a minute. Ain't nothing, baby. Ain't nothing. Hello. Come on. Hello.
Hey, Roscoe.
Here I am. What's going on, everybody?
Where you
Roscoe. Roscoe.
Hey, my main man, Tommy Tom. What's going on with you, boy?
All good, brother. All good. Good to have you, man.
Hey, ain't nothing going on. Hey, what's up, little Junior?
What's happening, Roscoe? My hero. What's happening,
You
brother?
better know that was Jay.
What up, Roscoe, man? What's going on with you, man?
Over there, you don't never get a chance to talk to you, because your other employee ain't let me on.
I'm happy to be over here.
Oh, hell yeah, we good to have you. What's up, Shelly?
Hey, Roscoe, it's been so long. You stay away from us so long.
It's been a while. You know, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just off and on. Just making it work. What's up, Carly?
What's happening, Roscoe? What's up?
Ain't nothing, baby. Just going on, making it happen. You know, what y'all on here doing?
Well, I mean, we're just doing doing the show. The Oscars were Sunday night. And
Yeah. That was I was there.
Did you see
I did about 3 after parties for the Oscars.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I performed at Jay-Z Gold Party.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I was out there and did a little. Dedicated a song to Beyonce, the Queen Bee, you know.
Mm-hmm. Which one? One of your
You
original?
are everything, and everything is you. Whoa, you are everything,
Come on.
and everything is you. Hey, doom, 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 doo, doom.
How'd they enjoy that, Roscoe?
Today I saw somebody. I just laid it out, boy. You know, I did it to her, but I wrote it. I just did it to her from Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was all it is.
That was nice.
Everybody was at the party. I saw the Black Panther boy.
Oh, Chadwick
Chadwick.
Boseman. Uh-huh.
No, the one that played Black Panther.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Chadwick. You
That's
mean
Chadwick Boseman.
you're not talking about Killmonger, are you?
Oh, I call him Black. I call him BP.
No. You're talking about Killmonger, Michael B. Jordan. Is that who you're talking about?
No, baby, the one Black
Chadwick.
Panther.
Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman, then.
I don't know.
the
I call him BP. I don't know nothing about Chadwick Boseman.
But you call him BP for Black
I
Panther.
call,
Panther.
yeah. I call you what you is in the movie.
Black Panther.
okay.
You know,
okay.
I ain't hear nobody in the movie calling him Chadwick.
He was playing the Black Panther.
No, he wasn't playing.
He was for real.
Hell yeah, movie made $1 billion.
Who else was there?
Or the boy that played Creed.
Okay, that's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. I knew his daddy,
Oh, did you?
Apollo.
Creed.
From
Yeah.
From Rocky.
I knew
Rocky,
him, because I was friends with Sylvester. I trained Sylvester.
Stallone, Rocky.
Yeah, you know the music they was playing when he was chasing the chicken?
Yeah.
I wrote that.
Gonna Fly Now? Rocky, the theme from Rocky?
You wrote that?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dang, Roscoe.
Dun, dun, dun. And I use that. That's the same thing they use for Family Feud. Dun, 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 dun.
You wrote the Family Feud song,
Yeah,
too?
I'm on Family Feud is just like Rocky. Think about it. If them two were so close, I said, damn, all I gotta do is change a couple bars, I make same my money.
I think you're right. So,
Yeah, I know I mean.
y'all believe him?
I believe
Hey,
it.
whoa,
I believe anything
whoa.
you said.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hater.
nobody hating.
Slow your roll, baby.
So you
I
gonna
wrote
sit up
all
here and
this.
tell us you wrote the theme to Rocky and the Family Feud theme music? That's what you're telling
Well,
us
one
today?
thing for sure, hater, we know who ain't ready.
Yeah, we know 2 people who ain't wrote it.
Okay, let's hear him again, back to back, Roscoe. Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun,
Shirley,
dun,
I
dun, 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 dun.
That's Rocky.
Dun, dun, dun. You
Yeah,
know,
we running them steps right now. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rocky.
How many
Yeah, I
instruments
bet.
do you play?
how many instruments? All of them.
You play all of
You
them?
play
Every last
instrument.
one of
You
them.
play a xylophone?
Hell yeah, I played the xylophone. Lionel Hammond taught him everything you know.
A tuba.
Harp?
I played
You
a
play a
tuba.
harp?
I was in the Sonic Boom. My grandson played in the Sonic Boom for Jackson State.
What
Really?
about
A harp?
What about
You can play a harp?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I play a harp. When I was a baby, I was actually playing a cherub. I was a white baby. And I played at the Vatican on the harp. Had a diaper on its wings.
How about an accordion?
Hell yeah, I play accordion, man. No. That ain't nothing but a piano standing upright.
What about a cello?
Hell yeah,
cello.
I play cello. Cello ain't nothing right there. That's easy.
Oh, cello's easy. Oh.
Yeah, cello, mellow, hello, all that.
I didn't know
Play-
you
What
could
about a
do all these
didgeridoo?
things.
Can you play a didgeridoo?
Play every instrument there is. Kalimba.
Like Earth,
I
Wind,
taught
Fire?
that to Maurice now.
Did you?
Yeah, they ain't had nothing right there.
What about a flute? I haven't heard you
Yeah, I
mention a
play flute, girl. I did the solo in Daz.
Oh, yeah.
Daz.
I just want y'all
The
to
Daz
know.
Man out of Atlanta,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Daz, but name a song with Daz.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was.
Well,
Wow,
I'm just looking
Roscoe.
on YouTube, and it says the Rocky theme was written by Bill Conti. That's all I'm saying.
You looking online, they say what?
The Rocky song was written by Bill Conti. in
I already
1976.
told you I wrote the song.
But she
Who
wanted
was Bill Conti?
She wanted to authenticate it.
Ask Bill where he got it from.
All right,
See, that's the part you don't be knowing.
Roscoe. I
Always going online. You know how many lies online right now?
That's so true. You know what, Roscoe? We could sit here all morning and just listen
I
to you.
want to. Can I
Yeah.
come back for a few minutes?
Well, Tommy's coming up next with Run That Prank
Oh, I'll
Back.
come back. Tell me I'm a man. I'll
Okay.
come back.
All right.
Come on, yeah.
All right. Run
I'll
that prank-
introduce it.
All right, Run That Prank Back with Roscoe coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, R. Kelly pleads not guilty on all counts, post bond, and is released from Cook County Jail. The president and North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un get ready for their second summit, but
He's
right
come
now,
over
Hey,
I'm
you
so
know,
happy. I'm so happy he's a coming.
boy, I can do that again.
I'm so happy he's a coming over here.
right now,
I'm
Roscoe's
singing at the
in.
summit.
Oh, all right. Are they
Oh,
going to have
yeah.
musical entertainment?
Oh, hell yeah. I got it.
Well, anyway, Roscoe, you stayed. So
I'm going
you
to do
can
one of my hits at the summit.
At the summit?
Oh, what's up, Tommy?
prank phone
What's
call.
up, baby?
Hey, man, so let me introduce you to this right here, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. One of the greatest prank of all time.
Oh.
Pranking. That's all he do. He the best I ever seen. The king of prank. He will replace anybody else know they do the prank. He will replace them all. He's just the greatest pranker I've ever seen. This prank he finna do now is called prank.
Freedom Papers.
Why are we doing that in Black History Month?
That's the best time to do it. Freedom Papers. Do you have
Oh,
your Freedom
okay.
Papers, Roscoe?
Oh, no, boy, I ain't no. I don't need no freedom paper. I was born free. I ain't escaped.
Okay. Here it
I
is,
was born
Freedom
free,
Papers.
baby. Freedom paper.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Domingo. Yeah, this is him speaking. Hi, Domingo. My name is Scott. I'm calling from FPI. Wanted to give you a call about actually using our services. If I think you'll actually like it. The FPI would definitely like to get you on board.
FDI, what is it?
FPI is Freedom Papers Incorporated. Freedom Papers Incorporated. What we do is we actually make sure you get freedom papers. You can purchase them from us. And what I can do is I can get you freedom papers for you and every individual at your home for roughly $800 or under.
What are freedom papers?
Well, actually, what this is, are you familiar with say if you are an alien from another country and you need a green card to be here? Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. So what goes on with Freedom Papers Incorporated is when you sign and get freedom papers from us, what it does is it's people who are African American. Our papers let them know that you're actually a free person in this country.
Hold. I've been free. Ain't no slavery going on. What are you talking about? Freedom.
Well,
I'm free.
Well, you may be, but you have to actually show paperwork for that.
When did they start that?
Sir, this is all over the news. You have to have freedom papers. Within the next 6 months, every African American person is going to have freedom papers and have them on the, it's like keeping a driver's license or a checkbook or something. You're going to have your freedom papers on you.
That's some. I'm free. I'm not about to pay no money when I'm already free.
Okay, but you're gonna need paperwork to show your freedom. And do you have any freedom papers at this point right now?
No, because I don't need freedom. I'm free.
Sir, do you understand that you could possibly, if you're caught without your freedom papers, you could be taken into captive and actually have to work for so many years in order, and then later on you might get your freedom. But right now, right here, if you buy freedom papers from me, I can fix it where you don't go through that. You can actually get separated from your family, sir.
I'm not going to buy. Where they going to send me to? Where they going to deport me to Africa? I ain't never been there.
No, you're not going to Africa. You could be actually here in the United States working on a particular farm. If you haven't gotten this news, I do apologize, but within the next 6 months, you're going to need freedom papers.
Who the are you anyway?
Sir, like I said before, I'm Scott with FPI.
I ain't heard no about no FPI.
No, it's FP. Sir, it's FPI. It's Freedom Papers Incorporated.
I don't give what it is. I'm not about to pay no money to be free.
Sir, you have to have paperwork on you to show that you are a free citizen of the United States.
Hold up. How you get my number anyway?
Sir, we have a list of numbers of people that we don't think have their freedom papers, and your name actually popped up here in our database. So you're not
pop up on.
Okay, sir.
I'm trying to get my number.
Sir, we have a database here of people who we don't think have their freedom papers. Your name is actually here. After talking to you, it seems like you don't have your freedom papers, and we want to make sure you get them. We're letting you know it's $200 per person to get these actual papers.
So you telling me you got a database and you just calling black people all around the country?
No, sir. What we're doing is we're calling African Americans and letting them know that they can actually buy freedom papers from us, so they don't have to be. If they ever get captured, then what can happen is that they can show their papers and not have to deal with the problems that come.
Ain't nobody gonna buy that. We already free. You gonna have a whole bunch of runaway because we ain't paying. I'm not paying. They might, but I'm not paying.
Sir, you're going to have your freedom papers on you at all times. That's going to be the law within the next 6 months. So what I'm trying to do is actually sell you freedom papers so you'll understand that you have everything that you need. You have your driver's license, you have your freedom papers, and whatever else that you carry on you. You have.
You must be out your mind. Call me on my phone this Sunday. What's wrong with you? Freedom papers, I ain't getting you. Who are you?
I'm Scott, sir. I'm an associate here at FPI.
I ain't heard about that FPI. You just want to check from me? Think I'm about to send you some damn money? Y'all can kiss my.
Sir, I understand you, but what you got to understand is within the next 6 months, you're going to need these papers.
Well, they gonna have to catch my. I ain't paying.
Okay, sir. Don't you want to be free?
I am free. Everybody's free. I buy from you. Kiss my.
Sir, you're going to have to pay for these papers one way or the other, okay? I gave you a call. I tried to be nice to you. I'm letting you know now, you're going to have to pay for your freedom.
I'm not paying for.
Sir, everyone will be captured if they do not have freedom papers.
You, tell you right now, come catch me.
Sir, you're going to get captured when you least expect it, sir. You're going to get captured when you least expect it.
I'm going to be your Kunta Kinte. Y'all gonna have to catch me, because I ain't paying. I done looked this up on the computer right now. I can't find a scam trying to get my money.
Are you on the computer?
Yeah, I Googled this.
Okay, can I tell you one more thing? Can I get you to Google something else?
What is it?
Put in NEPHEW.
All right.
TOMMY.
All right, that's some nephew Tommy.
This is Nephew Tommy, man, for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Marissa, got me to prank phone call you.
Man, y'all had me. I was about to say, it's free already. I'll be. You about to get. I don't play that.
As long as you're all right, man. I got to ask you one more thing, though. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show with Nephew Tommy. You a fool.
Hey, Tommy, that was a good prank, man. That remind me of that song I wrote.
Which one?
She's got paper.
Yeah. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. R. Kelly posts bond and is released from Cook County Jail right after this.
I ain't gonna be in this hill.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
R. Kelly posted bail on Monday afternoon after spending 3 nights in Cook County Jail in Chicago.
Wait. He spent 3 nights?
Yeah, because he couldn't afford the bail. He didn't have it. Yeah, it was $1 million bail. He had to come up with $100,000.
Are you serious?
Very.
Yeah.
He stayed 3 nights?
3
Yes.
nights.
I didn't know
Friday.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, not at all.
No, he stayed there.
Yeah. He just got out yesterday.
Yesterday afternoon.
He didn't have. He said his money was tied up, Steve.
All right. Kelly will be forbidden from having
No,
any...
no, that wasn't a joke. I mean, he said that's. I wasn't making a joke, yeah.
R. Kelly will be forbidden from having any contact with females under the age of 18. He has pleaded not guilty to 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse as part of 4 separate indictments. New allegations around Kelly popped up this month from 4 women, 3 of whom were underage when they were allegedly abused by him. This time around, there are multiple pieces of evidence, including VHS tapes that appear to show R. Kelly and a young girl, both of whom make repeated references to her 14-year-old body parts. The video, this is horrible, horrible. The video appears to have been made in, let's say, 1999 to 2000, somewhere in there. Lawyer Michael Avenatti says he has acquired a second tape that he's submitting to prosecutors and is working on acquiring a third.
So my question is this, because I really want to know. So there's like on crimes like this, there's no. I don't want it. Yeah. That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. R. Kelly's lawyer is Stephen Greenberg. He suggested that his accusers are just looking for a payday and claim that consent isn't an issue for a rock star like R. Kelly.
Well,
is he out of his mind?
Yeah,
you know what?
He's a 14-year-old child.
It's looking for a payday, but that's not. You can't say that, because what payday could you possibly be looking for if you don't have $100,000 to get yourself out of jail for 3 days? And you've been in the business as long as him, I'm pretty sure there's no money nowhere. I don't know what they're going to do.
A 14-year-old can't give consent,
right?
Period.
It's nothing.
To a grown man.
No, a 14-year. Why are we
having this discussion?
You know
right.
what?
I can't believe his lawyer said that.
Oh, whoa, Carla. His lawyer said what?
His lawyer said what I just said. R. Kelly's lawyer, his name is Steve Greenberg. Steve. He suggested that Kelly's accusers are just looking for a payday and claim that consent isn't an issue for a rock star like Robert Kelly.
Consent
now you see why I'm upset.
Isn't an issue. Mm-hmm. So what is he saying, that he could have had anybody he wanted?
Yeah, pretty much.
What does he mean by that?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, cool. If you can have anybody you want,
then
what is the kids about?
That's what he wants. That is what he wants. It's also been reported, Steve, that R. Kelly has had numerous financial problems, including unpaid rent and 6 figures owed in child support. One more thing, since Surviving R. Kelly aired last month, he's being investigated in 3 different states and by the feds for a wide range of alleged crimes, including sex trafficking.
I don't see this working out, man.
No, it's not going to, and we don't want it to.
I mean,
not for him.
So I think, man, his all he can do, and they got evidence. They not. Hey, man, when all these people start coming forward, they got evidence, man. This dude.
Yeah, and R. Kelly is due back in court on March 22nd.
They took his passport.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Mm-hmm.
They took that when they arrested him. All right.
3 days in jail.
It's time for the headlines, Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Okay, thanks. And here they come. President Trump's plane has reportedly just landed in Vietnam, where he's to hold a second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Like before, the main focus of their talks is North Korea's denuclearization. After the last one, you may remember, President Trump declared that North Korea was no longer a nuclear threat. However, the nation's intelligence agency differ with that assessment. In fact, they say that the North Koreans are actually adding to their nuclear arsenal. By the way, the House of Representatives votes today on a measure aimed at stopping President Trump from declaring a national emergency just to get the money he wants for that promised border wall. The Trump administration, meanwhile, also stiffening sanctions against officials close to Venezuela's lame duck leader Nicolas Maduro as part of an effort to try and force Maduro into relinquishing the reins of his government to the man who recently won the election, Juan Guaido. Vice President Pence says that the Venezuelan officials who are targeted include 3 border state governors implicated in last weekend's violence around Colombia.
These men work to block aid for people in need and suppress peaceful protests, while their tyrant danced in Caracas. Their actions will not go unpunished.
The U.S. is trying to convince Venezuelan police and others to switch sides and support National Assembly President Guaido. The owner of the Super Bowl winning New England Patriots expected to be given a day to appear in court on a charge of soliciting prostitutes in Jupiter, Florida. Robert Kraft among about 24 men charged as a result of a police sting in a massage parlor. A close advisor to the Pope has been convicted in Australia of sexually abusing 2 choir boys. Meanwhile, R. Kelly pled not guilty yesterday in the Chicago courtroom to all 10 counts of sexual abuse lodged against him. R. Kelly's been in jail since Friday when he turned himself in on charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. That's because his bail was set at $1 million, which means he had to come up with 10% or $100,000, which his attorney, Stephen Greenberg, says he's finally come up with.
He's in jail. No one wants to be in jail. So, but he's strong and he knows what's there, and he knows that what kind of a fight he's going to be involved in.
And the charges against the singer date back about 10 years. If convicted, Kelly could be sentenced to as much as 70 years behind bars. Now that he's free on bail, one of the conditions of Kelly's release is that he not have contact with the alleged victims or anybody under the age of 18. By the way, R. Kelly's bail was posted by a woman who described herself as a friend. 14 candidates vying for Chicago mayor in today's election in the Windy City. 29.6 million people watched the Oscars. Finally, today is National Love Your Hairdo Day.
Head with hair.
Long, beautiful hair. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, this is Madea, mud to the damn DEA. It's your last chance to see me on this big screen. Lord, I'm about to put the fun in funeral. Do you hear me? Y'all won't want to miss this final chapter of Madea Family Funeral in theaters Friday.
Wait a minute. So, Madea, this is it for Madea.
Yeah, that's it.
She's retiring.
This is it.
I talked to Tyler at the party. Tyler said, this is it, man. It's my last tour. He's doing his last tour
I
for
saw
sure.
that. That was greatness.
Yeah.
But I can't believe Madea is retiring. We're really going to miss her. Yeah,
You're funny, man.
Yeah, really funny. She's ending it all. And
Y'all know how
Madea's,
much money Tyler got?
Yeah.
Soon as I get the money he got, my ass is gone.
You're
too.
out.
Oh, follow his footsteps. Yeah, please.
Well, the movie's called Madea's Family Funeral, or as Tyler says, or Madea says, funeral. I love funeral.
Funeral.
Have you seen where she imitates Maya Angelou? Have you seen that in the trailer?
Yes, in
the
the
trailer,
trailer,
rock, the river.
Yeah.
Madea's so funny. I mean, I love all her movies, but I think my favorite one is still Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the very first movie. What's your favorite?
Is that when she cut that couch in half with that chainsaw?
Yes, that will always be my favorite. Yes.
I like Boo though, Shirley. Boo was funny.
Oh
too.
yeah, That's good.
I like Family Reunion, Madea's Family Reunion.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I can say I don't like any. I mean, I can't say that I don't like any of her movies.
No.
Yeah.
I
love
think
them
he's
all.
been one of the great. When history is written, he will go down as somebody who tapped into a market. And keep in mind now, this is everybody turned this brother down. They didn't even understand his plays. They didn't even know what he was talking about. They didn't get it.
He was killing them.
Yeah,
man.
man.
He knew his
killing
audience.
them, man.
He knew who his audience
Thousands
was.
of people
He
every
knew.
night.
Killing them.
You're right. He tapped into something that hadn't been done before, Steve. And I can't wait to see a Madea family funeral. It's in theaters this Friday. Get your tickets. Get your tickets now. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be number one.
I can't believe Madea not coming back.
I know. Did he tell you
that
why,
last dose,
Steve?
baby.
I know. Did he say why?
I just told y'all. Y'all know how much money he got. You don't quit when you ain't got the money. Man, I don't know. Hey, man, listen to me. Hey, man, let me make a statement here. I wish people would really understand something. Mm-hmm. If you don't think that this is about the money and the money game, you're sadly mistaken. Every game you in is the money game. If you're at the post office, if you're at Walmart, Chick-fil-A, you are in that system's money game. It's not going to change, y'all. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's not.
Well, again, a Madea family funeral in theaters this Friday. Coming up at 34 after the hour, we'll talk about Robert Kraft and his problems right after this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, more details have emerged in the New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft prostitution ring case. Officials are saying Kraft's first indictment occurred on January 19th. The second indictment occurred on January 20th, the day the Patriots were playing the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Kraft paid for a threesome, and officials say Robert Kraft was only at the Asian massage parlor for a total of 14 minutes on January 20th and exited to a weighted 2015 blue Bentley. Palm Beach State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg says Kraft is facing up to 1 year in jail if convicted on the first-degree misdemeanor charge of soliciting another to commit prostitution. Now, a maximum sentence includes up to 1 year in jail, 100 hours of community service, and completion of a class on the dangers of prostitution and human trafficking. In an updated statement on Monday, the NFL says its personal conduct policy applies to everyone in the league. We will handle this allegation in the same way we would handle any issue under our policy, the league said in a statement. Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. He's going to get punished. Here's the problem I got with all. No. Here's what I got. If it were just prostitution, it probably wouldn't be as telling for him, because But when you're talking about human trafficking, when you're talking about some girl or boy somewhere against their will having to do sex for now you into the, and that's that's the problem he got, because of the place he got has been targeted for human trafficking. Here's the other part I do not understand. With that kind of money, why you going to a place? Man, it's if you just want to do an act with prostitutes, you don't even have to, it's just people available at your money level.
Billions. He's a billionaire.
There's no chance of them being trapped. Voluntary people who, for the money, you can do 2, 3-some, 4-some. You can just get a pile of people in your hotel room. I don't understand what this dude is doing at a facility like this, knowing full well the things that happen in these facilities. Sex trafficking is horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst. It is. It absolutely
Do you know that
is.
in Atlanta, Georgia, they have one with the highest rate of sex trafficking?
Yeah. I knew it when we lived there. Yeah.
In Atlanta.
It was shocking.
I did not know that.
One of the highest in the United States.
That's right.
I do not understand why this man of this magnitude with this means, who has the money to do whatever he want to do with whoever he want to do it. I don't understand it, man.
It don't.
To go down here, man, and especially now you open yourself up. This is sex trafficking. These are people who don't want to be here.
Serious,
right?
This is craziness, man.
You had a massage parlor, man.
Yeah.
Dog, what in your Bentley? Ain't nobody gonna see you. God.
Who don't know that pink tie?
Bruh. It's just crazy. That's a stupidness.
Yeah, I'm glad the NFL at least released that statement.
Oh, you ain't got to worry, man. Yeah. They Robert Ursay, who was the owner of the Colts, he had a DUI and they put him out the league for a while. Mm-hmm. Look, they can't take your team from you. but they can punish you and you penalty when
fine.
you can't come to games and fines. Yeah. Oh, they can get up in that pocket for you.
Yeah. And people were shocked to hear this because he's such a high-profile figure, hanging out with Meek Mill and, doing things that he does.
Doing things for the community.
Good
he's trying
things
to,
for exactly, all of that. So this
Always
was,
has
this
been
was
one
a
of the
shock.
stellar owners in the league.
Yeah.
One of the great franchises, too.
And I
What
saw
would
the Palm
belittle
Beach.
him, though, is him doing community service. That's what's going to belittle him.
Oh, you get a
Having to
vest
go-
and with a stick with a
Yeah,
nail
that.
on the end of it, picking up styrofoam on the side of the highway.
But the Palm Beach state attorney is saying that they're not doing special treatment for him.
Yeah.
They're going to.
Oh, they're going to do something to him because they've released a story. And the story ain't about nobody but him.
All right, we're going to move on and take it over to the nephew now. His prank phone call is coming up right after this.
Bring it to me.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, my ignorant lover calls me bougie.
Okay.
But right now, the nephew is here with whatever, you guys, with today's prank phone call. I hear it all, okay? What you got for us now?
I like your strawberry title. You want to hear my title? Slave for a day.
What?
Slave for a day.
Am I losing my mind right now? Somebody just tell me.
Why would you do that?
You could.
Why would you lose your mind?
What's wrong?
I think I heard him say slave for a day.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No.
I said
No, you
slave
didn't
for a
think
day.
he said it.
What?
No. Oh, no. He said it.
Oh, God.
Tommy!
Slave for a day, baby. Here we go. Run it.
Shut up, Team Tommy.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Miss Glenda, please.
this is she speaking.
Miss Glenda, this is Gary. I'm with the Black History.
Okay.
You participated last year in the Black History Parade. Am I right?
Yes, I sure did.
Okay, I got your name from one of the members on the committee, and we're trying to see if you can actually be of some help for this year's Black History for this month.
I sure would. Be glad to help.
Okay. Listen, we're having an auction tomorrow and wanted to see if you could actually maybe be of some help with the auction that we actually have going on tomorrow.
Yes. Do I need to donate anything or?
But no.
Is that what you need?
No, we're not really trying to get a donation from you this time. We're trying to see if you have some time tomorrow to come out and actually help out with the actual auction.
Okay. What time tomorrow?
Probably like about 9 o'clock in the morning.
I can do that.
Okay. Now, we're asking that you wear something that you'll be comfortable in all day tomorrow if possible, okay?
Okay.
Pretty much an all-day event that we're trying to get you to do.
Okay. I could be there around 9, but I'm going to have to leave about 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see how we can work it out, but we definitely want you to come and be a part of what we're doing.
So what is it that you really need me to do?
Well, actually, we got a lot of people doing different things at the auction, so we just want you to come out and be of some help with everything that's going on.
Okay. Well, I want to be prepared. So what exactly do I need to do? Work the concession stand, something like that?
No, really what we had is actually you being a part of the auction.
Being a part of the auction, such as?
Well, what we're doing tomorrow is we already have 50 people who are signed up, and you would be, one of those people that are signed up to do the actual. What it is we're having slaves for a day. And what we're going to be doing is auctioning you off, and somebody's going to buy you tomorrow. And you'll be their slave.
Slaves for the day. Slaves?
Yeah, you'll be their slave for the day. That's what we've decided to do with the Black History. We've decided.
I didn't mean. I want to participate, but being a slave, no.
Okay, but see, I want you to understand that this is a worthy cause, though.
I understand it's a worthy cause, but I'm not going to be no slave.
Well, you don't have to call it a slave. I mean, a servant, a butler, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying.
Same damn thing. No, I ain't going to be no slave.
Okay, ma'am, Miss Glenda, what I'm trying to explain to you, this is a worthy call for the Black History, and we're trying to get you to be there. Somebody may buy you for $500 tomorrow.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, are you turning us down for a worthy cause, Miss Glenda?
Yes, I am turning your down. Don't call me with that kind of no more.
I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. You know, sometimes we got to repeat history so we don't go back to the history. Sometimes we got to do it again so we don't go back to it. You understand? But here it is. It seems like you acting like a house Negro or something, like you too uppity or
House
something.
Negro. A house Negro. Who's the chairman of this?
Excuse me?
The chairman. Last time I spoke with Mr. Wilson, and we didn't have no like this.
Okay, and I understand that, but what I'm trying to explain to you is this is something that...
I don't want you to explain a thing to me. Do not call me with this kind of again.
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you?
Do you understand me?
Are you going to show up tomorrow so we can sell you? We already have...
You're not going to sell me.
We
Sell
have
your
you listed to be sold tomorrow.
Sell your...
We've got you listed to be sold tomorrow, ma'am. Can we please
I'm
make
not
sure...
going to be sold. And you. Do not call here again.
Hey, listen, if you don't show up tomorrow, then we will come to your house and sell you there.
Come to my house?
If I got to come there to get you sold,
would come to my house. Bring your over here if you want to.
Listen, I will come there to sell you if you're not going to come out to the auction.
Come on to my house. You bad. Come on to my house.
Okay, I tell you, and you know what? I need you to do this. You need to start saying yes, sir, and no, sir to me right now. Okay? I need to get you in the frame of mind of being a slave of the day. Okay? I didn't hear what you said.
Kiss my black.
I'm coming to your house tomorrow, and I'm going to sell you in front of your house if you don't come down to the auction tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
You better not bring your my house. You better not. Do you understand me? I done marched for civil rights. I don't have time for no like that. And we got a for president. You.
I understand we got a black man for president, but right now we're trying to raise some money for Black History, and we need to sell you tomorrow morning.
You're not going to sell me. You're not going to sell me. You and don't call my house no more. Do you understand? Do not call.
I understand exactly what you're saying. Can I tell you something else? Who else going to be sold tomorrow?
Hell no. Don't tell me.
I got one more thing I do need to tell you.
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister.
My sister? My sister? I can't believe that. I'm going to get her. I can't believe she done did this.
Miss Glenda, you all right?
I'm all right. This is some crazy. I can't believe this. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her for this.
It don't sound like you were going to get sold no way.
Hell no.
You wasn't getting on this auction block, huh?
No. No way. Because Miss Glenda done been there. I've been at the sit-ins, the marches. I've done some of everything.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I tell you what, Miss Glenda, if it wasn't for people like you, we probably wouldn't be where we are today.
That's right.
We sure thank you. We sure thank you. I just wanted to play a joke on you. Did I get you?
Yes, you did. You sure did.
All right, I got one more thing to ask you. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show with that ignorant nephew Tommy.
We love you, Miss Glenda.
Okay, love you too.
Well, there it is.
I love it.
That's it
And
right
if
there.
It don't work out as a prank, it'd be a great game show. I love it.
No, he did not.
That's
Where
my
did you get
dog.
him from, Steve?
Ride with me, Jay.
I am losing my mind. I am.
Play too much.
Call somebody.
I
tell them
like
to be
it, a
slave.
game show. Boy, we get
Slave for a day.
we'll get run out of Hollywood. You know that?
Straight out.
That won't get past pitch me.
Thank you.
In case you two think about writing that up, y'all done.
No, we're not gonna write that up. We're not gonna write
No,
that up.
Jay is gonna do it.
Hey, this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the nephew is in Arlington at the Arlington Improv. Tickets are on sale right now, and they are about gone. 5 shows from the nephew. Tickets on sale right now. That's the Arlington Improv. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I will be in the city. Get your tickets right now, baby. The nephew coming to town.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And this might be the one. You never know.
It could happen.
Oh, yeah,
It could happen.
That's Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
He line to show up down there. He line to do that
Yep.
one.
Oh, yeah, he might.
Yep, he used to live there.
That one he might.
That's his old
Matter of
stomping
fact,
ground.
hold on.
Uh-huh.
Why am I not staying at the ranch? I ain't even think about this.
Oh.
Get
Well,
your
your
Well, I can have a
accommodations
whole-
together.
I could have a party at the ranch.
Yeah, well, he's right here. Why don't you ask him?
And who is him? You talking about your
If
uncle?
you stay at your uncle's house, it's your duty to have a damn party. Really.
You doggone right, Jay.
You right?
All right, we got to go. We'll discuss it later.
Who got the keys? Anybody but you.
All right, look, we got to get out of here. Thank you, nephew. Up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, my ignorant lover calls me bougie. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, on sex, on dating, on work, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could read your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, right now.
Right now. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, my ignorant lover calls me bougie, okay? Dear Steve and Shirley, I am dating a guy that I am embarrassed of. He and I met in college about 8 years ago, and we lost contact initially because he got kicked out of college for behavioral issues, and I moved to a different city after I got my degree. He found me a year ago, and we have been trying to make a relationship work since then. We were much younger when we met, and the way he acted did not bother me as much then, but now we're good and grown, and his behavior is a turnoff. He says ignorant things on a daily basis, and it gets under my skin. I started calling him stupid, and I know that I should never insult a brother, but he acts like he has no sense in public. In turn, he calls me bougie. When we go out, we usually get into huge, loud arguments when I try to correct him or apologize to others for the way he acts. I get tired of him saying, "Hey man," to me when he greets me or calling me boo and bae in public. I can't stand when he curses in public or tells me I have to pay for stuff because I make more money. I have a very professional job, and he is an assistant manager of a sporting goods store. On another note, he is somewhat of a gentleman and takes care of things around my house, doing whatever he can to make me comfortable. But I can't help but be ashamed of him. I feel like I am about to let a good man go over something petty. Do you think I'm the one that needs to change? By the way, he does not think we have a problem. Please advise. Question. Why are you with him? I don't get it. I mean, why are you with this man? In the first line of the letter, you said you're embarrassed of him, and you said his behavior is a turnoff. So I don't understand, why would you want to be with someone who, in your own words, you say is stupid? I mean, your feelings and desires aren't petty if these things bother you. If they bother you now, let me just say this, they're going to always bother you. Women are always trying to change a man. He is who he is, just like you are who you are, and you can only change yourself. You cannot change him. We say that a billion times on the show in reference to these letters. I say stop correcting him in public, stop paying for stuff when he tells you to pay just because you make more money. What is that? And all this arguing and cursing and you calling him stupid and all of this and apologizing to other people for his behavior. Stop doing that. I mean, it takes two to argue. He can't argue with you if you don't argue back. So you guys are in public just clowning, and then at the end you say he is somewhat of a gentleman. Where? You haven't said that one time in the letter. The only thing that he does is takes care of things around the house, doing whatever he can to make you comfortable. I mean, that's something, but you're ashamed of him. You don't like being out in public with him. So, I mean, the only way this is going to work is if you change or if he decides to change on his own. Otherwise, you guys are unequally yoked. You're not a good match. Steve?
Wow. Let me just read this line. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm dating a guy that I'm embarrassed of. This is a bad start to a bad letter, and it never gets better. There's nothing in this letter that gets better. After you started it, I'm dating a guy that I'm embarrassed of. You dated, college, moved to a different city. He found me a year ago, and you've been trying to make a relationship work since then. Let me say this to you. You've been trying to make a relationship work for 1 year, and it ain't worked.
Right.
How much more time you got for this? When we were younger and met, the way he acted didn't really bother you much then, but now you say y'all good and grown. He says ignorant things on a daily basis. Listen to me, man.
Feel our pain. Me and Carla, feel our pain.
He says ignorant things. This letter ain't about us.
On a daily basis.
He says ignorant things on a daily basis and gets under your skin. So you start calling him stupid.
Why would
she said, I know I should never insult a brother, but he acts like he ain't got no sense in public. No, he not acting like he don't. He don't have no sense. You just said he embarrassing you. So when you call him stupid, his response to you is, you bullshit.
Yeah.
See, that's not a good trade-off. You stupid. You bullshit. No, stupid trumps bullshit.
All day.
Every day.
Then when you go out, you get in huge arguments, loud arguments. You try to correct him. You got to apologize. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry what he said to you. You're not that
terrible.
big. I'm sorry, man. He didn't say nothing. His nose is big too. I'm sorry, man. Don't worry about that. I don't like his shoes today. You just apologize. I get tired of him saying, now he talking to her. Hey, man, when he greets you, boo and bae. Hey, man, boo and bae in public.
Crazy.
You can't stand when he cuss in public. Then you can't stand when you got to pay for stuff because I make more money.
What?
On another note, he is somewhat of a gentleman. What?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
What?
Yeah.
What? Did you read the letter? Cause he fixes stuff around the house. So he done moved the refrigerator so you can see the TV better. That's he get points for that. Just a damn shame.
It really is.
Somewhat of a gentleman. I feel like I'm about to let a good man go over something perfect. You can let him go today because there ain't a woman listening to this think you got a good man. There's more than one stupid person in this life. That's for damn sure.
All right. Hang on, Steve. We'll get back to you and part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. The subject for today's Strawberry Letter, my ignorant lover calls me bougie. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry
You start
Letter.
the letter off. I got it, Shirley.
Thank you.
I'm dating a guy I'm embarrassed of. Bad start to a bad letter and it gets worse. We've been trying to make a relationship work for a year. He says ignorant things on a daily basis. You started calling him stupid. He in turn calls you bullshit. When y'all argue, it's huge, loud arguments, and you end up having to apologize for other people for how he act. When he meets you in public, he say, hey man, bae or boo. He cuss in public. Then he tell you got to pay stuff cause you make more money. Then you say on another note, he's somewhat of a gentleman. And takes care of things around the house. Then you said, I feel like I'm about to let a good man go over something petty. Do you think I'm the one that needs to change? Oh, and by the way, he does not think we have a problem. Didn't you just say he was stupid?
Because he's stupid.
Didn't you just say he was stupid? Then you say at the end of all this, he don't think we have a problem. You said he was stupid. You said he's embarrassing. But in all of this embarrassment, in all of this stupidity, all these public arguments, insults, cussing, making you pay for stuff, the title of this letter is My Ignorant Lover Calls Me Bougie. The title of this letter should be My Ignorant Lover and My Ignorant Ass is Together. That's really what this is. Because like I said, he ain't the only stupid person in this letter. What do you want me and Shirley to tell you? What do we have to say to you? But I'm curious because you wrote the letter. When you wrote it, would spell check come up or anything? Did you read it? As you was did you dictate it to somebody or you typed it yourself? How did the letter get to us?
There's nothing good in this letter.
When you press send, it was your intent for us to get it.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding. It doesn't make any sense at all what you described in this letter, and then you won't think that you might be letting a good man go. Sister, you need to take your degree and your bougie self and find you somebody that ain't as stupid as him. And the only way you're going to find somebody that's not as stupid as him is you must first stop acting stupid yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's the truth. I'm sorry. Just sitting up in here. He just dumb as a damn doorknob.
She's calling you.
Hello? Yeah, I'm on the radio right now. Yeah, I'm doing radio. Uh-huh. No, baby. Baby, listen to me. I'm 44. I don't want to go. I want some peanut butter and jelly. Saturday. I don't want to have no cookout with your friends.
What in the world?
I want to have a balloon fight. Yeah. So you just gonna be bougie, huh? Cause I want to have a balloon fight. Nah, I'm stupid. Hey, did you see the news yesterday? It was an earthquake in Tunisia. You want to go over there? I was thinking about flying out tomorrow to go see how they doing. No, I don't know nobody over there. Because they need some uplift. I was going to take the balloons from the balloon fight and take them over there so they can have some fun.
He real
Man, geez. Doing the earthquake.
Damn, you don't want to do that either?
There's nothing in that.
Man, you tripping. You tripping. Oh, yeah, no, No, I'm not voting no more.
Whoa, now that's stupid. Now that's stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm not voting no more. Cause they having voter fraud. They're not counting all of them no how. Yo. Yo. I'm gonna go sleep at my mama's house tonight. Cause I miss my bed.
Your child?
That old bed.
Cause it got the car pillows and the car comforter.
To match.
Wow.
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest sheet.
Old sheets right there.
And the Road Runner. Yeah.
Oh, they need to break up.
Yeah.
Hey, before you come home from work, can you stop and give me a Happy Meal? But tell them I want 2 toys. You always tripping. Just ask for the 2 damn toys.
Now she a trip.
Get on my damn nerve. I told you 2 toys. Every time I ask you for something, we got to go through this hill.
Well, she's tired of paying for everything.
Mm-hmm. You can't buy me. Oh, you can't. Oh. What you mean you want me to pay you back? I can pay you back. You know how much money you make? Hey, I got to go. I got to go back to work. There's some people on my aisle. Bye, lover. See you tonight. Girl, I'm going to do something to you this evening. Bye, bruh. That's a conversation with a stupid lover.
Yeah, all right. Listen, email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, Comedy Roulette and a major announcement about the Sand and Soul Festival, baby. Yeah!
Uh-oh.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's go. Sand and Soul Festival, baby. Yeah, I can't wait.
Listen up, Steve Harvey Nation. We're getting excited about it, man. It is Columbus Day weekend, October 10th through the 14th. I want y'all to come on and hang out with us, man. We had such a good time last. Ask anybody that was there. It's on the beautiful beaches in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, Columbus Day weekend. For the third annual Sand and Soul Festival, I got some good news for you. So listen to me, because we know everybody got their little taxes delayed because of the little funky little government shutdown they pulled on y'all.
Yeah.
I'm extending my $99 special to this Friday, March the 1st. I'm extending my $99 special to this Friday, March 1st, just for you. A lot of y'all reached out to me and said, you don't get paid till Friday. I heard you loud and clear.
Yeah.
So I've extended this special until this Friday. We taking over the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. We don't have the other hotel this time because I got all of it blocked.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
I had 1,700 rooms last time. I got the whole hotel now.
We all under one roof?
Ain't gonna be nobody but us, y'all.
Ignorant.
Ain't nobody. It was some other people there, but they was real nice. They joined in on the festivities.
Yeah,
But this time we taking over the entire Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. 5 incredible days, October 10th through the 14th. Here's what you'll be enjoying during the stay. All-inclusive food.
Come on.
All-inclusive alcohol.
Yeah.
All-inclusive 24-hour room service. Jacuzzis and balconies in every room. Ladies, y'all like your rooms?
Check.
Yes.
Check.
Yes. Very
13 swimming pools on the resort, 11 restaurants on the resort, 23 bars and lounges
I
on
almost
the resort.
made all of them last time.
Junior was at all of them.
Almost.
Unlimited resort credits and the largest casino in the Caribbean. Steve Harvey hit him up last time.
Woo-hoo!
So listen to me, y'all. This is what I want you all to do. Log on to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com for the full event lineup and get my $99 special while it lasts. It only costs you $99 and you can make the payments up until it's time to go.
Okay. That's a good deal.
I've extended
I
the
love that.
$99 special to this Friday, March 1st. This event is guaranteed to sell out. I'll see you on the beach.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo-hoo! Oh, we had fun last time.
Man.
Yes,
we
we did.
so
That's
much
big.
fun. We kicked it.
Ooh, I didn't do no sleeping.
For what? You can
Sleep
sleep
is
when you...
overrated.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yes.
asked Trifling Ass Jay, is he coming?
Trifling
he'll
ass
be there.
Jay, you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
said,
does anybody
quit.
convince?
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Bringing
y'all.
my
He
white
said,
woman to oil me up on the beach.
Get his back.
Yeah.
We're going to get your back, all right. Yeah, but it's going to be a blast. We had
gonna be a
so
great
much
time.
fun last year.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to repeat it.
yes.
Yeah.
Make it
birthday
even better.
weekend.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Okay.
Oh, that's another reason to party.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, dog.
We had a great time.
Fun.
I might have to get down there the day before or something.
Say it out loud.
Birthday stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to
I
say I
didn't
might
even
have to
pay
move
no
the event.
attention to that.
Yeah.
God, dog.
October babies. We going to be there. Get it.
Oh, Lord.
All right. I can't wait. I really
The
can't.
10th through the 14th. God, dog, got to start thinking.
Yeah. All right, Steve. Thank you as always. It's time now for Comedy Roulette, fellas. So come on, J. Anthony
Need me
Brown.
explain it?
Yeah.
Need me explain it?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Here's what we do. You take 4 subjects, you put them on a wheel, spin the wheel, where the wheel stop, because we're professional comedians. We will do the damn thing. Things Christians say when they cuss.
Okay.
Things you say to your banker when you're overdrawn. Things you didn't know were in the fridge that have gone bad, not until you open it. And the last one is things people say at a funeral who overdo it.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
That bank. Let's get that bank.
That bank. The fridge. In the fridge.
Tommy, what's in that refrigerator though?
What we got? Things people say at a funeral who overdo it. All right, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Junior.
Things people say at a funeral that overdo it.
Right.
When is you gonna sit your ass down?
Oh, dang.
Is that at a church?
That's right in there.
This funeral so nice. I hate I'm gonna miss mine.
What?
You know what? He lucky he did, because she can't sing worth a damn.
Things people say at a funeral who overdo it.
Yeah.
He sure died good.
How do you do that?
He died so good.
Come on, Junior.
That little dark one over there, that wasn't even his.
Oh. That's a black funeral right there, for real. For real.
That was fast.
Well, you know, she was cremated, but she always wanted a hot smoking body. She always wanted that.
Oh.
Said that out.
Things people say who overdo it at a funeral. I'm so sad you gone. I'm going to see you later, no matter where you go, heaven or hell. I'll see you.
Come on, Steve.
Ain't nobody here love him like I did. Nobody loved him like I did.
Doing the most.
I tell you what, though, what I'm most interested in seeing, how they gonna get him to that hearse.
You know what? He would have wanted me to sing Staying Alive. He really would have wanted me to sing Staying Alive.
He can't be dead. He can't be dead. I just saw him yesterday.
All right. Thank you, guys. Good job, as always. Coming up at the top of the hour, Spike Lee is a little upset about the Best Picture loss, and the president takes a shot at Spike. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Spike Lee may have picked up his first Oscar on Sunday night at the Academy Awards, but
Long overdue, right?
yeah, of course it was. But when he was done celebrating, Spike took some shots at the Academy for giving Best Picture to Green Book. Of course, he wrote and directed Black Klansman, who won the Best Screenplay award. Missed his beloved New York Knicks snapping their 18-game home losing streak to attend the Oscars. That's what Samuel L. Jackson told him, though, that they won. But later, Spike said that Green Book's big win made him feel like he was sitting courtside at Madison Square Garden because the ref made a bad call. Spike Lee told reporters backstage, I'm snake bitten right now. Every time someone's driving somebody, I lose. He was referring back to when Do the Right Thing was up and Driving Miss Daisy won. Yeah. And now, Black Klansman was up against the Green Book, and that's also a driving movie. Spike, of course, is referring to that. But I mean, he was feeling it, though. He was really happy for the Best Screenplay award that he won. But I mean,
he was in a moment.
Yeah, he really was. He really was, and it was a little.
Yeah,
with some alcohol involved, right? He did have a champagne glass.
It was funny. That's all it was.
Yeah,
I didn't make no big deal about it. But why is the president talking?
Well,
he shouldn't have time for none of this.
Yeah,
he really should.
All right. So when Spike did his acceptance speech, he took a shot at the president, although he never actually mentioned Donald Trump's name. Spike said the 2020 presidential election is around the corner. Let's all mobilize. Let's all be on the right side of history. Make the moral choice between love versus hate. Let's do the right thing. That's what he said.
Not racist.
No, it is not.
That's not at all.
No, it is not. It's political. Yes, it is political.
But not racist?
Yeah, but it's not racist. But President Trump took the opportunity to say it was. He responded in a tweet, "Be nice if Spike Lee could read his notes, or better yet, not have to use notes at all when doing his racist hit on your president, who has done more for African Americans, criminal justice reform, lowest unemployment numbers in history, tax cuts, etc." What? Yeah. He's delusional at this point.
The unemployment rate is off the heels of the Obama administration and what they did. That's a fact.
He know that too.
Yes, he does, Tommy.
He know that too.
Denouncing criminal reform, okay, cool, good move. You don't understand how to unify a country. So everything you do, it just pales, man. But anyway, the bottom line is, why are you talking about this?
Yeah. Run the country, please.
And the
Worried
criminal
about the
reform
country.
the criminal reform is basically because most of the people who work for him in jail. So
Yeah.
That's really, that criminal reform is going to benefit your staff.
Benefit everybody who work for your ass.
Half your damn cabinet
is in jail.
Right.
He's indicted at least.
And I love what Samuel L. Jackson said. He told TMZ that he responded to Mr. Trump by saying, yeah, he's done more for blacks because he is the biggest plantation. Wow.
Did he just call him a slave?
Yeah. And probably just walked off knowing Sam.
He did. I saw the video. He just walked off, too. Love Samuel Jackson.
Sam is not scared,
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Sam looks great. He looks great.
Did you
Yeah,
see how he
really does.
picked Spike Lee up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Spike Lee
that's
jumped on.
That was
Yeah.
so
Actually
cool.
jumped in his arms.
Yeah,
He
Spike Lee jumped
in
and
his
wrapped
arms,
his
right.
legs around him. Yeah, he was so happy because they started out together. You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The two of them. Yeah.
Morris Brown
you know what,
College
guys?
down there, yeah.
A lot of people are shocked that Green Book won Best Picture.
The hell
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I
really
was
did.
It was a
shocked.
good movie. I saw it.
It was
Yeah,
a good movie. I was shocked too.
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
thought Black
Wasn't it
Panther
up
was
against Black Panther?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Panther was the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was surprising. So when Spike said that, I think everybody was like kind of shocked about Green Book too. Not mad though. Mahershala Ali, we're glad
Everybody
he won
happy,
Best Supporting
yeah.
Actor.
I saw him at the party.
Oh, at that party?
Oh, you did?
Oh, man, great reaction, man. I put my drink on the floor and hugged him.
Wow.
Did you? Did you tell him about the award you gave him? Blue
Yeah, I
cheese?
talked to him about. He knew about. He thanked me for it. Him and his wife was there. That was his wife sitting next to him. In the audience.
Beautiful.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
cool couple.
Oh, that's cool.
I gave her props. I said, look, you can be a successful man and not have a wife, but if you want to be a great man, I don't know any great men that did not have women. I know a lot of successful men, but I don't know any great ones.
Jay, I was just going to say, Jay, anything you want to add to that?
Jesus did not. He hung out with people, but
So you mumbling,
Good.
Jay? What?
Jesus didn't have a wife.
Because you're
Jesus couldn't have done all that.
You
with a
ain't
wife.
Jesus.
They wouldn't let him hang out. She wouldn't let him.
You're not Jesus. I said man. He was the Messiah. Just stay focused.
Yeah. Get a
Please
wife,
don't
basically.
use Jesus to compare to anything we down here doing.
So are you thinking about getting married now after Steve said that, Jay?
Where you get all that from?
Yeah.
How you hear what I said and hear that?
I like Jake
he has no intentions of being great if that's what he does.
He
He's
gets all
just gonna
touchy
stay.
every time
No.
Shirley talks
You know
about
what?
it.
I am great in my own way.
Yes, you are.
No,
you could be even greater.
No, Jay, you're successful.
Oh.
You're
Great.
successful.
No, I'm great. I'm damn great.
Just keep saying it to yourself. Bro. That's the best way to do
Best
it.
lead in a drama,
Look,
the Oscars.
Yeah.
If the cereal can be great, damn it, I can be great.
But he's saying you can be even greater, Jay, if you had a
I
wife
said he's
supporter.
successful.
A wife to support you. That's all he's saying.
What's the saying in the Bible? He who chooses a wife, what?
Findeth a good thing and
Find a
favor
good
with the
thing.
Lord. And favor
Somebody
with the
married
Lord.
wrote that. A single man did not write
And she was looking over his shoulder when she wrote it.
Right.
That's
And
funny,
she
Tom.
told him to write it. Write it down. Write it.
That's funny, Jay.
You're not Jay.
Hilarious.
Who wrote Proverbs? King Solomon? Who wrote that? King Solomon,
Ain't no
right?
single man wrote nothing like
That's
that.
the only book I've ever read. That's the only book in the Bible I've read. The
What?
entire book.
Proverbs.
Get
of
your
Proverbs.
wisdom from Proverbs,
It's
right?
a book of wisdom and understanding.
It
It's
is.
more precious than gold.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back with more as we try to get Jay married off. Steve Harvey Show is lit right now. We'll be right back.
Get up, boy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Last night during the Senator Bernie Sanders town hall meeting in Washington, D.C., Senator Sanders promised to release 10 years of his tax returns. Did you hear that? He promised to release 10 years of
A
his tax
decade?
returns.
We can't even
Yes.
get the president.
Can't get a weekend
No.
stub.
No.
Yeah.
We can't get a
Come on,
receipt.
Trump. You gotta let us see them taxes.
He still ain't gonna let you see it. The House though may require that he shows it to him before
Oh, yeah,
they
he
get
should.
out.
Right.
Who you, the president?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen a thing. Bernie Sanders told CNN's Wolf Blitzer they're very boring tax returns. Then a Howard University student asked Senator Bernie Sanders how he plans to pay for his ambitious social programs. Take a listen to this.
In the United States right now, we have more income and wealth inequality than any other country on earth. We have 3 people who own more wealth than the bottom half of America. We have the 1% owning more wealth than the bottom 90%. We have 46% of all new income going to the top 1%. Okay? So what we have in America today is a whole lot of wealth. But that wealth and income increasingly goes to the very, very wealthiest people in this country. So what I believe that in a democratic, civilized society, healthcare, is a right. Making sure that our kids can get a higher education is a right. That we rebuild our crumbling infrastructure is a basic need. That's going to cost money. But at a time when the people on top have so much, while the middle class shrinks and we have so many people living in poverty, if your question is, am I going to demand that the wealthy and large corporations start paying their fair share of taxes? Damn right, I will. All right?
Wow. All right. Candidate Bernie Sanders
Use all that wall money they talking about.
of the
Use
Democratic
that.
Party.
Go ahead, Bernie.
What do you think, Steve?
Wow.
I mean, he's going to run into huge opposition with that because let's just talk about the reality of it. You will. That's high. I believe that everybody should get educated, but he would have to reform the entire system to make that happen, and it's not going to happen because too many people make money off education. So how you going to get this thing passed, and then how you going to get the money? It's a great notion, but he can't do it while he's living. And they're going to use the same argument with Medicare. Canada, you can go to the hospital and get treated. Italy, you can go to the hospital and get treated. America does not. It's a capitalistic society, and they set it up that way. They going to catch all hell trying to pass that because way too many companies will stop making money, and they going to fight it. And these rich boys, man, they going to fight it. I'm just being real with you. You know, I think that education should be free in this country. And I especially think that medical attention should be free in this country.
That would be nice.
A person should be able to go and get medical attention. And it's like that in so many places around the world where you can go get medical attention.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. That's part of his platform as he runs for the Democratic presidential nomination.
Yeah.
That
Or
Viagra
office.
is high. I wish they get that price down because that's real high. That Viagra.
Not
and
if you
that
split
Cialis.
them. If you split them, Tommy, you save money. Split them.
Well, I didn't know you had to split them first. I thought you took the whole thing. But that's
we-
high. That's
No,
real high.
split them in half.
Is that what they
Talking
got
about
Put them in
But I hope
quarters.
Bernie working on that though. If Bernie working on some stuff, work on everything.
that's
now.
You can
universal
get 4
health care
cuts
to
out
you
one
guys.
pill if you do it right.
cream.
I hate both.
Wow.
And tea.
If you use a spoon, you can powder it up.
Don't jump in, Junior.
Oh my God! More of the Steve Harvey
Wait,
Morning
hold up.
Show.
We missing one more.
No, we
got
gotta
all
go.
three. We missing one.
More after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
R. Kelly posted bail on Monday afternoon after spending 3 nights in Cook County Jail in Chicago.
Wait. He spent 3 nights?
Yeah, because he
Crazy.
couldn't afford the bail.
He didn't have
He
the money to
it.
get out.
Yeah, it was
Wait
$1
a
million
minute.
bail. He had to come up with $100,000.
Are you serious?
Very, very, yeah.
Yeah.
He stayed 3 nights?
3
Yes.
nights.
I didn't
It's
know
Friday.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No,
No,
not at all.
no, he stayed there. No,
yeah,
no.
yeah. He just got out yesterday.
Yesterday afternoon.
He didn't have. He said his money was tied up, Steve.
All right. Kelly will be forbidden from having
No,
any.
no, that wasn't a joke. I mean, he said that's. I wasn't making a joke, yeah.
R. Kelly will be forbidden from having any contact with females under the age of 18. He has pleaded not guilty to 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse as part of 4 separate indictments. New allegations around Kelly popped up this month from 4 women, 3 of whom were underage when they were allegedly abused by him. This time around, there are multiple pieces of evidence, including VHS tapes that appear to show R. Kelly and a young girl, both of whom make repeated references to her 14-year-old body parts. The video, this is horrible, horrible. The video appears to have been made in, let's say, 1999 to 2000, somewhere in there. Lawyer Michael Avenatti says he has acquired a second tape that he's submitting to prosecutors and is working on acquiring a third.
So my question is this, because I really want to know. So there's like on crimes like this, there's no. I don't want it. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. R. Kelly's lawyer is Stephen Greenberg. He suggested that his accusers are just looking for a payday and claim that consent isn't an issue for a rock star like R. Kelly.
Well,
is he out of his mind?
you know what?
He's a 14-year-old child.
What payday could you possibly be looking for if you don't have $100,000 to get yourself out of jail for 3 days, and you've been in the business as long as him? I'm pretty sure there's no money nowhere. I don't know what they're going to do.
A 14-year-old can't give consent.
Right.
Period.
You know what?
I can't believe his lawyer said that.
Oh, whoa, Carla. His lawyer said what?
His lawyer said what I just said. R. Kelly's lawyer, his name is Steve Greenberg, Steve. He suggested that Kelly's accusers are just looking for a payday and claim that consent isn't an issue for a rock star like Robert Kelly.
Consent
now you see why I'm upset.
Isn't an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So what is he saying, that he could have had anybody he wanted?
Yeah,
pretty much.
What does he mean by that?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Well, okay, cool. If you can have anybody you want,
Then
what is the kids about?
That's what he wants. That is what he wants. It's also been reported, Steve, that R. Kelly has had numerous financial problems, including unpaid rent and 6 figures owed in child support. One more thing, since Surviving R. Kelly aired last month, he's being investigated in 3 different states and by the feds for a wide range of alleged crimes, including sex trafficking.
I don't see this working out, man.
No, it's not going to, and we don't want it to.
I mean,
not for him.
so I think, man, his all he can do, and they got evidence. They not. Hey, man, when all these people start coming forward, they got evidence, man. This dude.
Yeah, and R. Kelly is due back in court on March 22nd. All right, we'll keep you posted on that story, of course. Coming up next, our last break of the day and Steve Harvey's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, last break of the day on this Tuesday. Time to get out of here, and you got to go to work. So leave us with some closing remarks, okay?
My remarks today, I'm pretty sure I've done this before, but it kind of really hit home with me early this morning. I was up doing my meditation. I try to get it in every morning. I don't always get it in, but I try to get my morning meditation in. I sit down, I read my scriptures that help me get through the day. And somebody on my job gave me a leather bounder with a lot of devotionals for the day. And so it's really been helpful to me. But today it kind of really hit home, man, because it caused me to sit down and jot a bunch of stuff down. And I want to just share with you what I did this morning because, you know, I was reading and it was reminding me that, and as I've talked to you about this before, about gratitude, how important a principle of success that gratitude actually is. Gratitude is a major principle of success because the more you're grateful for, the more he will give you to be grateful for. So in my reading this morning, I got to remember it best I can, but I'm going to share it with you. God wants us to thank him for all of his blessings all along the way. I mean, even when you're going through stuff, he wants you to show your gratitude. As I said, gratitude is one of the major principles of success. God wants to hear you be grateful for the things he's done in your life. He wants you to thank him for the things he's done to you all along the way. Because as I remember what I was reading this morning, when you do that, it brings joy to both you and him. I mean, it brings joy to you and to God. But man, do you know how helpful it is when you're thankful all along the way? And you know why, man? Because when you show gratitude, when you're grateful, it protects you from negative thinking. Did you hear what I said? Listen to me, everybody. When you show gratitude on a regular basis, especially at the start of the day and throughout the day, even when stuff is going wrong, the more you can show gratitude when you're grateful, a grateful heart protects you from negative thinking. And being thankful, it enables you to see the abundance that you've been showered from God. So what I did this morning was I just sat down, grabbed a blank piece of paper and a pen, and just started writing down a list of things I was grateful for. Let me see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I jotted down about 33, 36 things that I was grateful for today. Could be a little bit more than this. I'm just glancing at the paper taking it. And I just went down it. Just stuff, man, that I was grateful for. And you know what it did? It did exactly what I was reading. It eradicated any negative thoughts that could have possibly invaded my space in my mind. Because, you know, like I've said before, joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. So think about that, man. If you show gratitude, it protects you from having negative thinking. Because just do it, y'all. Try it. Just jot down on a piece of paper things that you think that you have to be grateful for. And just real quick, it ain't got to be neat, just scratch it. Scratch it down. For the people in your life, for the things that's happening, for some controversy you survive, for the things you have in your life, your home, for your reputation, for projects you're working on, for things that you see unfolding that you had hoped would come true one day, for the respect you have on your job through your family, for people who come up to you and say, man, if it wasn't for you, man, I don't know what I'd have did. Thank you. For the clothes you have, for your ability to walk, your health, everything. You come home and your lights work. You come home, you got a key, you got a door. These people done got nowhere to go, man. Write everything down that you can be grateful for. If you do that this morning, what happens is it causes you to surround yourself with a coating, a protective layer around your mind that protects you from having negative thoughts. It's hard to be grateful and negative at the same time. It's very hard, man. I dare you to try it. And throughout the day, pull your paper out and read it. Before you go to bed at night, pull your paper out and read it. If you think of something else, add that to your paper. Just throughout the day, it's just a little exercise. Just do it. It is amazing what it does. It puts a coating around your mind that protects you from negative thinking. Gratitude is a major principle of success. And I've just given you an example of how it works, but it does work. You can believe that. Those are my remarks. That's it.
All right, drop it, baby. Drop it.
Drop it
That
like
was
it's
good,
hot.
Steve.
It is.
That was good.
It really is.
Gratitude.
I did it this morning before I came to work. I just jotted a bunch of stuff down that I was grateful for, and I just kept it. And immediately, it formed a coating around my mind. I had no negative thoughts. 'Cause especially in the morning, man, it's important that you get off to a good start in the morning. Because sometimes you wake up and them negative thoughts company of what all you got to do, what all happened, what you got to deal with. It gets in the way. And I got one more thought for y'all, too.
What's that?
Have a nice weekend.
Man, I'm going to do it.
Tuesday.
I'm going to do it.
Was I in your 30?
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.